Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game Time with Sarge. We got something new for you today. We are at Michigan International Speedway. This is my league race. I am in a Discord chat with my two team members. We are Raging Moose Racing. This is going to be a 80 lap race at Michigan. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a little different. Might be a little more chit-chatty, a little more quiet. Who knows? We'll find out. But anyway, we're already at qualifying. We're going to see what we can do. If you would, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the sub button if you want to see more of this stuff we do one every week. So let me know. Anyway, catch you guys here in a second. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to qualifying. It's Michigan. It's wide open. Let's get it.
All clear. Push now. Okay, Luke. We've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Basically got 2 laps. The first lap, I believe Nathan ran an out lap. Oh look, I'm still using Car Insights videos for this.
Decreasing. It's now 79 Fahrenheit.
I think Michigan might have been on the schedule right before I started iRacing. So I had started watching some of...
We'll need to come into the pits.
Well, I don't know what was unsafe about my pit exit. That's fine. We'll just reset back and try again. Weird. Didn't think I crossed the yellow line. I guess I did. Odd one. Anyway,
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
I think I had just started going back and watching some of Mr. Car Inside's older stuff. And, so I had seen a good bit about Michigan. I really want to know what I did to get that black flag, because I'd prefer not to get it coming out of the pits during this race. But anyway, so I knew a little bit about how this track was going to go. It feels very lift to save tires, drive pretty wide open, and try to stay out of trouble, which I think is pretty much every race. So, well, I'm sorry, every mile and a half. Seems like a neat track, though. I have no opposition to it. I think it'll be fun. So let's give it a shot, see what happens. First lap. We're not in a hurry. If you get curious, the sergeants that are called out, those are my 2 teammates. We ended up teaming up because my nickname was Sarge, so it kind of worked out that way. So, in our channel we have me, who is the new Sarge, we have old Sarge, and the real Sarge. So, we have the collection. But those will be the people talking who I'm working with, so. Yeehaw. Here we go. See what we can do. Let it walk down the track to the line. Let it come back up the track toward the light.
B25.
And down we go.
40.3.
Straight to the line. Let her walk back up. There we go. 1 lane off the wall. Thing's good. Only thing that stresses me out about these wide open ones is getting down to that line and then hugging it. I'm always worried the truck's going to snap around on me. So I'm always worrying about that. Come down, use that banking to my help. Get across the bump. There we go. There it is. 30.8. It was a little slower than my first qualifying time. That's going to put me back, way back, good lord, 17th. So, was what it was. We gave it a shot. We will catch you guys when we come to green. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the back stretch of Michigan. We have our pit strategy together. I qualified like garbage, and I'm in 19th. My teammates are close to the front. I think that one sergeant is up about 7th, and the other sergeant is just in front of me in about 12th or 15th. So, or 12th or 11th, something like that. So, we're good to go. This is it. We're going to try to stay alive. It's 80 laps. This is no sprint, so
is that what you're going to tell your wife later too?
Take our time, try to stay alive, see what happens. Welcome to the Venom Truck League, race 2. Y'all missed Daytona, sorry about that.
Okay, Luke,
let's get it.
Stay calm, focus. Go. Car outside.
Got my shifts. All as well. Gotta stay on the seam. Trying not to push him too far up the track.
He's still there.
There we go. Boy, do we ever want to be single filed. Probably overdrive this just a little bit. Just to get around.
Still there.
so that we can get up with our teammate here.
Nice start.
And this is where we'll coast.
Place. Carlo. Keep it steady.
Figured he was coming up.
Clear inside. Carlo.
Ooh, we got to get around this M&M's truck. Mr. Zittle, I believe. We're gonna come down here and hang out down here, I think.
The leader has just done a 39.7. P19. The guy behind has just done a 39.8. Far high.
Maybe it was Cole.
Still there. Is now in the lead. Clear high.
Oh, easy, killer.
Car outside.
Let him have that.
The leader's just done a 39.6. P18, good lap. That's your quickest today. Hold your line.
Down we go. Still out there. Side by side racing. Not exactly where we want to be. There he goes.
Clear outside.
Alright, we're going to get back in behind here. Hook ourselves up. Just felt like Cole's coasting was not working for me. I thought he was slowing up, but apparently it was just where we were at the time. Everything's cool now. We've settled in. We'll just drive around for a little while.
The guy ahead's last lap time is 39.7. P19.
I don't know if Cole's saving. I'm very confused. Because I feel like when I was running low, he was running me pretty hard. Maybe he's just slower and wanting to. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Also, maybe he just doesn't like getting past, because it seems like he runs a lot harder when someone's about to go around him. Really don't know how much I'm supposed to be lifting. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. Kind of wished I got up there with my teammate. Instead, kind of out here by myself. It's not super fun. I only gotta make these tires last about 25 laps though, so that's not too bad.
Inside, clear inside. Okay, Luke, the next car is Maxwell. Car low. Clear to the bottom.
That's my teammate, I think. Oh, he snagged the wall.
Thank you, Paul.
That was that. What's clear inside? Car inside.
Don't want to bobble there very much.
Clear to the bottom. Full course caution, be careful.
Checking up, checking up.
Race cars out. Line up, single
That worked
file.
out alright.
We're on car number 49. We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Everything went fine. We got a caution.
I am
We're running
doing
pretty smooth.
whatever the leaders do ahead of me here.
And we will catch you guys either coming to the pits or going to green.
It's okay. You're good. You're
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in from the backstretch here at Michigan. We worked our way up from 19th, 16th. We had a caution. I don't actually know what happened. Our teammate got in the wall, but that was separate from the caution. He's back in the back of the field now. Hopefully he can get going again. Our team leader, as I'm going to call him, the real Sarge, is up in front of us, still running near the front. I think about 8th place then, since I can't see him there. But we're alive and doing all right. Let's just try to keep working forward, take our time, get ready for our first pit stop. Let's get it.
Green, 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 let's go. Place. Inside.
Trying to watch that blinker. I let him up because of the blinker.
Far low.
Yeah, bobbling too much there.
Hold your line.
Looks like we're going 3 wide. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Hold it right here. Let them guys go by. We don't need it that bad. You can have it. There we go. That's fine.
P19. Car inside. The guy in front. Clear inside. Outside.
Bobbled a little bit there. I hate that bobble, man. I just don't like his line in 1 and 2.
Car high.
At all. It really annoys me for some reason. Can't explain it.
Still there.
Okay. We'll hold right here. Right in this lane. We'll try to work our way.
Still there.
A little overdrive there.
Outside is clear.
There we go. He can cross over if he wants to. We're gonna run the high lane now.
Inside.
And some people are making some moves. I don't know if it's because they're positive we're gonna get new tires soon or what, but there are a lot of people like going low hard.
That time was 39.9. The guy ahead was just done at 39.4. Clear low.
Roman. Thought he was up next to the front. We're just trying to stay with the pack here. Need to make sure my brake foot doesn't get lazy. Always got to be prepared for that wreck.
39.8.
Make sure we stay with the group here. I don't like anything that's happening right here. 3 wide is my least favorite thing. I don't know how much crawl's gonna lift here.
Inside.
Oh, I bobbled. Oh, I bobbled. I didn't like it.
Hold your line.
Well, we get to race 2 wide.
Still there.
Crap, I forgot to cut my spotter off of Super Speedway setup. So he's only telling me still there every like 10 seconds instead of every 3.
Still there.
Which I am not a fan of. I like constantly being reassured. We're just going backwards, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is. Ay, ay, ay.
Clear low. Inside. Hold your line.
Alright, well. We're back in behind Mr. Crawl here. He's kind of riding along.
Still there.
Oh, she's starting to push a little bit. I had to be really careful with that. There's going to be a check up here. Or a spin one. Holy crap. Alright. We want to be on the bottom. That's what I want to work.
Outside. Clear outside. B21. That lap was at 40.5. Sorry about that, Paul.
She tightened up. Whew.
You good, bud?
She tightened way up. Holy crap. That was scary. Maybe I should stick to my high line.
Okay, Luke. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Here comes that old Dino mobile again. I see him back there. Crawl keeps bobbling. Stressing me out.
Was at 40.5. Car high. Clear to the wall. Car high. Clear outside. Car high.
Yep, there it is. Oof. Nathan going 3 wide here. I can feel it in my bones. Okay. Ooh. Car's tight. I can't get back in it right there. No way. Just got to back out of it and go backwards here.
Car high. Clear high.
And go get back in behind the dyno car. Dynaco. That's called the dyno car. Dang it.
B24. You've just done it. 41.1.
Yeah, you're going to have to go below me. I can't drive it that hard, my dude. People save better behind me. Well, at least we figured out what Cole was doing.
Car low.
Yeah. Well, we learned something in the first stint out here.
Still there. You've just done it.
Ah, the good beer car.
Hold your line. Car inside.
Well, okay. Whew. Let's not bobble with him.
Keep it steady.
Try not to give any spots away for free.
Extend it. Gotta do what the leaders do.
Info.
B25. The lap time was 40.9.
Hold your line. Clear inside. Inside.
Try not to give anything away for free here.
Hold your line. Clear inside.
That felt good. Feels like we've kind of found an upper line that's manageable. We're not losing too much time.
Fitting.
Leaders are starting to pit. What do you think, Luke? You want to go take 28, which we just did. Take 29 and pit.
You've just done it.
Yeah, I think that makes as much sense to me. I fell back to 25th, so it's all up to you. You're up front.
All right, I'm gonna run one more lap and then pit.
Info.
We're
we go.
outside.
Fitting. 15
Clear outside.
I'm going down.
Go 9 fitting. Go 9 fitting.
I got people inside of me. I have to go next lap.
Okay, Luke. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Ooh, that guy did not go to
Sorry,
pits.
Man, they all went ahead of me.
In the middle. Hold your line.
That's all right.
Clear to the top. Clear outside. Car low. All clear.
'89. Oh god. I'm gonna totally screw up this pit.
Clear. Clear to the outside.
Pit lane speed limit is 55.
Ah,
miles
I knew
per
it.
hour. Black flag.
Came off that too hard.
To serve the penalty. Box in 5.
Ah, cussy gummit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Dang it.
Yeah, everybody went ahead of me, and I hit a gap behind. So
Nah, you were good. I just got unlucky and got caught out, and then on top of that, when I came to come in, a dude got right behind me, so
Got
I
2
just
laps
sped on
left
pit
to go in
road.
and serve this penalty.
oh shit.
Dang it. Dang it, that hurts my feelings. Oh well, that's what it is.
5 hit this lap. Number 5 hit this lap. 73 is also pitting.
Also,
Well, have to make up some time, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is.
Car approaching. Watch your mirrors.
I think we're 2 laps down now, so just gonna have to try to get in a lucky dog position here. Heck gum. Didn't hear him say anything outside. Wow, yeah, dropped to 33rd.
The gap in front has increased to 12 seconds.
Those kind of mistakes come back to haunt you.
There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
You're clear here.
Outside.
The gap behind has now decreased to 12.
Clear high.
B34.
Thanks.
Oh well, so it goes sometimes.
V33.
Outside. Clear outside.
V32.
We do our best to be smart with tires here. Zittle's right in front of me. E-speed on pit road?
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 1.8.
Weird. Don't know about that.
81 pit again.
That lap was at 40.3.
Oh well. I think we're gonna be hurting for a little while. See what it'll be. Dang, man.
Car low. Clear low.
Be a bad finish for you, boy. Unless something big happens.
Alright, Luke, the next car is Patterson.
Basically, at this point, we're just trying to run for
The gap
consistency.
behind is now 15 seconds.
Stay out of trouble. Do what we can do.
You're reeling Patterson in. The gap is now 2.3 seconds.
Car inside. Clear low.
I think he's faster than me anyway.
That lap
No sense
was
in
at
holding him up.
40.4.
Dang it, man. I wish I hadn't screwed up that pit stop. I don't think it would have made a whole heap of difference. Probably 10 spots worth of difference, and that's a big deal for me right now. So, you know, just disappointing. 22 to go. Let's check our fuel. Says I can run 27 laps. It's tempting to try. Says a last ditch gambit.
Jeremy, did you speed or something? Yeah.
So it goes.
You know, Alex Bowman brought the GPI, hanging out with
The long
You
race.
know his ginger friend likes to get mad.
27. We're halfway there.
This is exactly what we need.
We got 40 more laps and 27 laps of fuel. So we are going to have to pit once more.
driver of that 69 truck. This is close to the end. I apologize for the old unit.
Okay, Luke, you're reeling Patterson in. The gap is 1.3 seconds.
I think I may have just started using tire by accident. Just kind of driving along. Oh well.
Half distance. We think about 24 laps of fuel remaining.
Bad part is I don't even know if a caution would help me because so many cars are a lap down. I assume everybody's done their pit strategy at this point.
Car outside, you put them away. The gap behind is now 18 seconds.
Outside is clear.
That was nice. It gave us a spot. I didn't know if we get to race for spots.
31. You've just done a 40.4.
Trying to be patient this time a little more. Continue to lift and just kind of run my line. We knew we were going to get spaced out. So by continuing to execute it, I think we were good. I didn't even check my tires after that first run. Let's do that real quick. 78. It's not good. It's not bad. Means we were riding the right front just a little bit.
40.5.
Keep reeling him in. Let's work our way back into the top 30.
The gap to Patterson ahead is now 0.6.
I don't like that the leader is so close behind me. Means if I do anything dumb, he's there. And that just worries me. Okay.
Reynolds is leading the race.
Big surprise. Car inside into the lead. Let's keep working our way up. Try to stay consistent. It's our big plan right now.
Car exits in the pits, heads up.
Man,
Leader Reynolds is pitting.
keep driving.
Is now in the lead.
This is a name I hear quite frequently. I understand why they have camel packs
Just
now.
40.6.
Because you can't reach over and grab anything to drink. Dang it, I knew I was going to script that pit. Should have just took my time. Don't hit the wall. Zone out thinking about my pit. Running slap dab into the wall. That'd be perfect.
Front is now 0.9. That lap was at 40.7. The car behind's pitting.
Ooh, interesting. There we go, nice and smooth. Stay out of the wall. Like 2 laps off of his strat. I'll probably go when he goes.
29. That lap was at 40.7. We need to get by Patterson to get the lucky dog position.
Okay, so I do need to pass him. There comes Vrooman. Just a vrooming around. Go ahead, Mr. Vrooman. I ain't gonna hold you up. She's all yours, brother.
Still there. Clear low.
I really want that lucky dog. That's frustrating. It's tempting to drive it really hard to try to catch it, but I don't know that we're going to get a wreck necessarily. That's the problem. Is you're not guaranteed any kind of wreck or anything goofy, so you got to be smart about it. Letting him pass gave me a lot, but I think I did the same thing, so that's kind of where we're at. I think Ethan probably sped on pit road too, because me and him were right together. Just gotta stay smooth, stay consistent.
That lap time was 40.8.
So to me, 3 and 4 is a lot easier. 3 and 4 you can let out, it'll catch, there's a groove, and then you get right back in it and it'll bite. 1 and 2 is the problem child here. 1 and 2, a push, which means one of two things. First off, it means that I'm driving it a little too hard probably. Maybe I should lift a little earlier.
Keep it up.
There we go. Lift a little earlier, get back in it. That felt better. Don't come up yet.
Car low. Clear to the bottom.
Oh, I like that. That was good. To be honest, what I'm trying to do is kind of pressure Ethan and hope that he drives harder to stay in the lucky dog spot. And then keep backing up my corners so I have more tire to get around him here in a minute. I don't want to drop too far back from him. I can't apply pressure from a half a second back. Isn't that always the problem? The happy middle ground.
You know, caution would be really nice right about now.
Go ahead, Ryan. I got loose there.
Really like to be in that lucky dog spot.
This last time, I was afraid of the kitchen.
Inside.
Go ahead, Nathan.
329.
Nice and smooth. There we go. Don't really think I'm abusing my tires too much this run. Sad part is we're not quite catching Ethan. We're right there. We're close. I think we're a little faster than him in 3 and 4. See, he's pushing further toward the wall than us, I think. I think he's starting to tighten up. That's just the hope at this point. Is that he's starting to tighten up. And that we're staying fairly smooth. Gaining a 10th about every 2 laps. I can live with that. That's enough time with as many laps as we got to go to make a pass, so.
40.9.
I think we might have played our long game halfway decent.
5 minutes is good.
Drove up to him. Getting around him is the key, right?
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
32 pin.
Oh, get behind him now.
Okay, he's leading the race.
Yep, good. Slided up the track.
I'm going this time by Dad.
28. Your last lap time was at 41.3.
And I don't know.
Car outside. Still there. Clear the top. Clear outside. Car
Try to cross
outside.
over. Can you hold it down there?
Clear to the bottom. Car high. Clear outside.
B27.
Reckon.
Outside.
Yeah.
Clear high.
I don't want to run that low.
Car outside.
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
Yeah, I just got a loose pop of two.
Clear high.
B25. The next car is Sergeant.
I'm hitting this time, 1-6, coming down.
I got you.
Yeah, go for it, Kyle, yours.
88 pit again.
Reeling
88
Sergeant
pit again.
in. The gap's now 0.4.
We can try for go. See what we got.
That was 41.5.
Want more than 20 laps on.
Maxwell is closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.4.
72 pin. 72.
We're gonna go like 63, I think.
Inside. Clear low.
I think that's my play. I've got a little space right now.
Okay, Luke, there's a car
Just
exiting
tempting.
the pits. Heads up.
28 pin.
36.
All right, well,
Anybody want to wad it up and help a brother out, or?
No.
got to go pit soon. 63, 64. Let's see how we look. 5 laps.
We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. 23rd place. The lap time was at 41.1.
Maybe we'll go 64. I'm gonna go 64. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push it as far as we can push it, just to try to make up for that speeding on pit road.
I lied.
Not gonna come in on this lap. We'll come in on the next lap.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
Guys, I'm spinning. It's me, so it's believable.
Alright, 2 pitting this time, actually.
Carlo. Clear to the bottom.
Yep, we got plenty of track behind us. This is the play.
Two laps of fuel remaining.
'89 to the pit this time.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds.
We will not be caught twice for speeding on pit road.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Okay, Luke, we'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Okay, let's not get caught for speeding on pit road like we
Box
said.
in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Only
Good.
2 more laps of fuel.
We're good. We're good. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. How are my tires? 70 and 79. We ran a pretty consistent run that time. "13-second stop. All is well."
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line.
Don't Blaney it. Love you, Ryan Blaney. You're my racer, but spinning off pit road, tough scenes. Shift. We're good.
Side, clear to the top.
Okay. I'm up this time. We're back in.
Car inside.
So we made up some stuff there, I think.
Clear
Sorry,
to the
Shane.
bottom.
Not letting it happen.
28.
Alright. Now time to settle in. Got 14 laps. I'm curious if we can basically hold it open the rest of the race. We might just try it, just to see. You know what? It is what it is. We gotta try to make up spots at this point, so.
I saved their Corey.
Don't leave rubber on the track. Well, leave rubber on the track. Don't leave rubber on the tire. It's my theory right now. Keep working it.
27. You've just done a 40.0.
Yeah, because we're driving it overly hard. I'm well aware. That car doesn't say push me like Brantley's normally does.
That was at 39.6.
Do 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 do.
Probably out for
No, you're all good.
Says rim
The
job.
lap time was 39.8.
Car outside. Still there.
Oh God, hello.
Clear high.
Whew. Okay, Brantley. I want him to get up into our buddy there, so apparently not letting the wrap truck around him was kind of important. Good to know. Actually, you know what? Let's just back off. I haven't got to look at my partner's truck. Cryptozoology Museum.
The lap time was at 40.5.
I'm just not gonna push him. It's my only worry. I don't want to like
Car
mess
high.
with him. 10 laps to go.
Clear high.
B27. That was at 40.
Hey.
The gap behind has increased to 7.7 seconds.
Woo. The wall. Le wall. We've made it back to you, Brantley. What now?
Good pass, Ryan.
We've got a full course caution. Watch out.
All right.
Pace car is out. Pits
Pitted at
closed.
64. I don't see the need in pitting again.
Behind
I'm
car
pretty sure I came down on
28.
you. That's my bad.
I'm not so sure, brother. I think I watched that.
Ow. That hurts. Sadly, I don't think we're a lucky dog candidate still. I'd love to get that caution right before I pitted the second time. It is what it is. We gave it a shot. This is going to be the weirdest restart ever.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, we're good, I think.
Green
Blake,
flag,
yeah,
we're
gotta get
racing.
over there.
Okay, Luke, push now. We can catch this guy.
Down power, go above me. Or bumping to you.
B26.
Car low. Clear inside. Car low.
Go
Clear to
above
the
me.
bottom.
Down power.
Alright. Well, now we're only a lap down.
Be careful, we've got a full course caution. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car
Well.
2009. We're under caution. Pits are closed.
I have 2.3 gallons left.
Oh man.
I think I need to go get a splash. I don't want to though. I don't think it matters. I'm in like 25th.
Is it 1200 they auto
What's your
it?
speed? Look out for the pit
Something
speed
like that,
limit.
yeah.
You've got loads of fuel.
I do not have loads of fuel, you
Appreciate it.
stupid thing.
Box in. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah, mine
1.
idles about
Box now.
1180.
Nailed it.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, that may have worked out. Don't get a black flag here. And we're good. Catch you guys when we come back to green. Forgot to say that a few times. Sorry about that. Lol. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't done many swaps here, but we are coming back in for our green-white checkered from the backstretch. That unlucky pit stop us lap down. We're running 26. We're not doing too bad. Me and my teammate are the first two cars not on the lead lap. So if we get one more green-white checkered here, because this is a league race, I think we get 3. So if we get another one here, that would give him the lucky dog and push him back up onto the lead lap. So I'm all about that. I'm not saying I'm hoping for a caution, but, you know, lucky dog for you would be okay.
Yeah, I'd take it.
Whoever's behind me, go above me. I'm down on power, bad.
Yeah, I got you, Ethan.
Green flag.
Car low. Hold your line. 3 wide, 2 inside. Clear to the bottom. Car high. Clear to the outside.
Not going to get another wreck. Oh, well. It is what it is. Coast ourselves around and finish just outside the top 25. You stay back there, Jeremy McKinnon.
Sorry, Michael, I got
That should have been a caution.
B26. White flag. One more lap.
Looked like it was going to be.
Gap to Sergeant ahead is now 3.7.
I'm only 3 seconds behind you. I think you might have 25th logged down.
Oh man, I still can't figure that out though.
Outside. Clear outside.
Now they're wrecking everywhere.
Just
I
done
see that.
29.6. B26.
Someone came straight up the track at the end. That was
I
horrifying.
can't believe that just happened.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the race. Not a lot to review. There were a couple cautions there at the end, but as far as my race, one pit stop.
My favorite driver, Chad Steve.
That cost us, so it'll be what it'll be. We'll take that, and we'll improve for next week. I'm trying to remember. Lucas Oil next week, which I very much like. So that's really exciting. We'll get this race up for you. Hope you enjoy it. Go ahead and hit that like and sub button if you'd like to see longer content like this. If this was boring and you did not enjoy it because it was mostly me failing miserably, then
What's your speed limit in
let me know.
minutes?
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah,
Have a
I know.
good time. We'll see you next time.